1, page 54.
Mars, our new home? If you think you'd like to live on Mars, you may have that possibility by 2031. A Dutch company called Mars One is looking for people interested in colonizing Mars. If you have all the necessary skills, and there are a lot, you could be one of the first colonists to Mars. Are you ready for the challenge? Luckily, you won't have to find the money to pay for a mission to Mars because it would cost billions of dollars. Mars One has already received money from companies and some private donors. It's also counting on getting money from everyday people who become interested in the Mars One TV show. On this show, colonists will be selected as people around the world watch. The show will follow teams of 4 applicants as they complete difficult jobs in difficult situations. The audience will vote for the best 6 teams. The show will be seen worldwide, both on television and online. Mars One is hoping that people will become so interested in the mission that they will give large and small amounts of money, or at least buy a t-shirt or coffee mug, which are already available on Mars One's website. As a future colonist in one of the 6 teams, you will go through years of training. If your team is the first team to travel to Mars, your main responsibility when you get there will be to build a place where humans can live. The atmosphere on Mars does not have enough oxygen for humans, and the land is not good enough to grow food. Colonists will have to create an artificial environment on Mars where there is air to breathe and land to farm. Scientists know Earth-like conditions can be simulated on Mars because something similar has already been done in Antarctica, where humans cannot survive outside the created environment. Humans may have another problem in space as well. It takes nearly a year to get to Mars, so travelers would be without the Earth's gravity for a long time. In addition, Mars One astronauts will not return to Earth. Their mission is to start a colony that can support itself. So, the colonists will live the rest of their lives there. When a human lives in an environment without gravity or with low gravity for a long time, the systems in the body weaken. For example, muscles and bones lose strength. The heart also gets weaker. The blood in the body gets thicker, and it becomes more difficult for the heart to push blood through the body. In space, spinning the spaceship can create artificial gravity, which can help these problems. On Mars, colonists will need to exercise and take medications to stay healthy. It will also be difficult for Mars colonists to be isolated, far from home, living in small spaces and seeing the same people over and over. It's important to come up with solutions to possible problems before anyone actually goes on a Mars mission. For instance, Mars One could make plans for colonists to communicate with friends and family on Earth. Also, people interested in the mission could be evaluated to make sure they have the emotional strength to survive. Colonists with depression could put the mission in danger. Fortunately, a few years ago, a joint Russian and European project called the Mars 500 mission took place. It studied people's reactions to long-term space travel by following 6 astronauts in a Mars-like environment. The astronauts spent 520 days in this environment and only had contact with their bosses and their families. The 6 astronauts returned to Earth in good physical condition, and they were still speaking nicely to each other, which is astonishing when you think about their difficult experience. Scientists viewed the Mars 500 mission as a great success because they were able to see how the astronauts handle emotional and physical stresses. Surprisingly, the greatest emotional problem was boredom. The greatest physical problems were not getting enough sleep and gaining too much weight. Recent polls show that 7% of people would want to go on such an adventure. Mars One has already started accepting applications for colonists. Applicants do not have to have any specific training, but they must be interested in learning new things and capable of solving problems. They also should be able to trust others and complete an assignment without stopping. Interested?